When I was coming up with shows to recommend this Halloween season, this show was kind of in the back of my mind, but I wasn't sure if it was worthy of recommending. People don't often would probably say this is horror, and I don't think so either. But it has a lot of supernatural and very disturbing vibes in the midst of its calming and relaxing energy. So, if you were to ask me, I think this is the perfect show to watch for the Halloween slash fall season. So, sit back and relax and feel free to watch me yap for the next 5 minutes as I explain to you why I think you should be watching The Girl from the Other Side. The Girl from the Other Side follows two characters. One is a girl who lives from a world similar to ours, a world full of villages, people, communities, and those who look after each other. But unlike our world, these people have a fear that resides deep in the back of their heads. A fear that can be found in the world in which our other main character is from. A world in which creatures run rampant, and upon contact with humans, can transmorph them into these creatures. These are people that you will want to avoid. These are people that you do not want to get in contact with, and if you are, you will be promptly either executed or outcast into this realm. And in this story, the girl finds herself meeting one of these guys, who is our other main character, and although she could run, she could get away, she doesn't mind, she doesn't care, she sees him as anyone else. And for the outsider, although he is aware if he were to make contact with her, there's a chance he can spread this curse, he also doesn't care because this child is alone and is in need of someone to look after. He goes out of his way to take in the child and take care of it and almost in a way raise it as his own for a while. But I'm not going to get into too much spoilers for the show. I just want to talk about why I like this show so much. To start off, I want to talk about the animation. This show was animated by the great Studio Wit. If you don't know who that is, they are responsible for animating shows such as Attack on Titan, Spy Family, The Great Pretender, and many more shows. And it shows. The animation here is amazing. Obviously, with a show like this, you're not looking for anything flashy, but what you are expecting is for a really good experience in the sense that it feels like I am watching a manga. Kind of how I was talking about in the last video that I did on Junji Ito, well, the video before that. I talked about how, at least for episode 1 of Junji Ito's Uzumaki, it looked like as if I'm watching a one-to-one copy of the manga, but now in animated form. And just like with Junji Ito, this anime here kind of has its own vibe going on that carries gratefully into animation. And it really hammers home the vision that Nagabe, the author, really had for this manga. And same can be said about its OST. And another thing that I really love about this show is the two main characters. The creature is simply named Teacher, but the girl named Shiva. Their relationship is kinda father and daughter relationship, but a bit complicated. Shiva would communicate pretty much how you would expect someone her age to be. Someone around the age of 5 to 8 years old would communicate to anyone. But Teacher here doesn't really communicate to her like you would expect a parent to be. When he speaks to her, it's often very short, and he often doesn't really say all too much. But that's not because he doesn't like her or doesn't care for her. I mean, otherwise, why would he have taken her in the first place? That would be ridiculous. it mainly has to do with the fact that there's so much going on in his headspace. There's a lot about this person that we do not really fully understand, and on top of that, it seems that he is not like the other outsiders at all. And on top of the fact that the moment he noticed Shiva wasn't home, his first thought was, oh, she must have left because she was afraid of me. It's kind of easy to understand that maybe he's very insecure about who he is. And couple that with the fact that he's been alone for pretty much what seems to be a long time. It's not too shocking that he talks to her or he isn't very open of a person. And speaking of which, the show is pretty much drenched in a lot of mystery. We really don't know much about Teacher, but we're given little bits of crumbs that we can piece together what happened to this guy. We don't really fully understand, but it leaves me engaged and want to continue watching. Especially the world. How did this world become to be? What are the laws of this world? Why did we get to this point in this world where there are things turning other people into what they are? Monsters. This is pretty much what really also hooked me in and made me want to go and look for more. This OVA does not have all the answers, but maybe the manga does. I personally haven't read it yet. I will be reading it soon. As soon as I'm able to get through the copious amounts of manga I told myself I'll be reading. I've been putting this on the back burner for like months now. So I really do love this short, sweet, suspenseful at times, but again very vibe-esque, very calmful project from Production IG and animated by Studio Wit. I love it. And that's pretty much all I really have to say about this. I totally do recommend you watch this anime. It's amazing, and if you like that, you should definitely read the manga that I am about to, probably after editing and finishing this video. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I've been Rain, and I'll see you guys in the next video, where I will be reviewing another anime and keeping the spirit of Halloween alive, because I can slowly feel her presence growing even more stronger. And I'm not joking, I've been hearing her all month. Oh god.